Hello and welcome to another edition of RHOX Garage. I'm your host Kevin. On today's episode, we're going to show you how to install an impact modified windshield, part number WIN-4022 on this 2010 E-Z-Go RXV. Now before we get started, let's take a look at what's included with your windshield as well as the tools needed to perform the installation. Now the first thing you'll have in the box when you receive your windshield will be the impact modified windshield itself. Now we're going to move over to the table and take a look at the other components that are included with the windshield. Also included with your windshield will be 2 extruded channels, as well as all necessary hardware to secure the windshield to your car. Now that we've seen everything that you'll receive, let's take a closer look at the tools we'll be using to perform our installation. Now the tools we'll be using will be a Phillips head screwdriver, a ratchet with a 1/2-inch socket, as well as a cordless drill with a 5/16 drill bit. Now we also recommend that you have a piece of cardboard or some other form of soft foam available to lay on the floor when you're installing your rubber attachments on your windshield so you don't damage or scratch the windshield. Now we're ready to move on with the installation. Now the first thing we need to do is completely drill out the hole in our factory strut so that our hardware can pass through. Now to do this, we're going to use our drill with our 5/16 drill bit. Now once you have one side drilled out, you can move over to the other side and repeat the process. And once you have both of your holes drilled out, you can go ahead and lay your cardboard down on the floor and prepare your windshield for the installation of the extruded channels. Now as you can see, we have our windshield laid out on our piece of cardboard so that it's safe and protected from damage. Now before you can begin installing your extruded channel, you want to go ahead and peel back some of the protective plastic on the windshield. And then when you go to install your extruded channel, you're going to want to make sure that the portion that snaps onto your front strut faces away from the rubber attachment on the bottom of the windshield. And once you have your extruded channel firmly pressed into place, you can move over to the other side of the windshield and repeat the process. With both extruded channels firmly pressed into place, you're now ready to install your windshield on your cart. Now in order to properly install your windshield, you want to take the bottom portion of the windshield where it has the notch and line that up with this portion of the cart. And then from there you can take your extruded channels and snap them in on the front struts. Now as you can see here, the cutouts in our windshield don't line up with the holes that we drilled out. That's okay. Only thing you need to do is just adjust your windshield up or possibly down depending on how you had your windshield set when you place it on the cart. Now to do that, all you have to do is just take your windshield and just kind of bump it up or down. And once you have the notch outs in your windshield lined up with the holes in your front struts, you're ready to install the hardware that was included with the windshield. Now to do this, you're going to want to take the rubber grommet that is included and slide it in the channel of the windshield. And then from there, you're going to take the bolt with the flat washer, place that through the grommet, and then install the lock nut on the back side. And then to tighten these down, you're going to use a Phillips head screwdriver and a ratchet with a 1/2-inch socket. Now when tightening your hardware, you just want to tighten it down until it becomes just a little bit snug, as you don't want to over tighten your hardware. Too much torque on the hardware could cause the windshield to crack. For this reason, we also don't want to use any power tools. Once you have everything tightened down, next thing we're going to do is just go ahead and remove all of the protective plastic. Now that we have all of our protective plastic removed from the windshield, that'll conclude the installation of our impact modified windshield, part number WIN-4022 on our 2010 E-Z-Go RXV. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.